Okay, welcome back to the E-Managerial website. I'm Professor Sang. Today I wish to share with you how can we build the risk management awareness culture effectively. So this is the special tip for the IT risk assessor or IT auditor or IT compliant, also the IT governance or IT assurance to understand the high level or best approach to build up the risk management awareness culture across the organization. So the the number one is management support. This is very important that senior management or top management need to uh, provide the core objective of the risk management awareness and need to motivate and encourage all management level from the top to the down approach that engage all management team from the low and middle or top management to strictly comply the risk management awareness culture or framework to ensure that all participation or all stakeholder or all level of staff are fully comply with the risk management process. So the management support area, we need to get appropriate support by top management or board or director uh, helps to enforce all management level to comply with the uh, risk management framework. Also adhere what is a challenge that involved with risk management activity. So the number two is approach from independent reviewer. So the organization should have the four independent department. We call a CARA team, compliance department, audit department, risk and assurance department have to play this particular role with the highest code of professional ethics where appropriate in terms of in priority management framework such rigorously conducting audit visit or site visit or risk assessment and also evaluate the inherent risk or top risk and control assurance for all auditable unit. So the person in charge from the CARA team need to engage the top management on the risk appetite, risk profile, uh, risk registration or reassessment or risk evaluation or control solution and particular awareness program and risk response from the risk owner. So the number three is incorporate risk awareness framework. So this is very important that can build up the risk management awareness culture effectively. Uh, the component number one is email circulation schedule. So the risk officer in charge or IT compliant or IT assurance or IT uh, uh, auditor need to establish this process to circulate all risk management program or tip to all related person to ensure that they can aware or alert to the critical area on a particular concern. So the number two is a embed HR program. So the risk or compliance assurance officer need to periodically discuss on this matter with the HR team to add on this approach to their annual training program or capacity development program and follow up this particular scheme to ensure that all programs that provide by HR are fulfilled for all kind of staff or all kind of employee. So the number three is shortly briefing as a compliant approach So the management officer has to respond on this particular action at their own business unit or division by daily briefing the compliance, control assurance, policy and procedure, also the general root cause to the subordinate staff where appropriate. So this is very important that head of department or head of division need to share the compliance or control requirement to all subordinate staff every morning before we start working. So the number four is risk e-marketing. This is involvement with a motivation scheme on a risk awareness program that the program should be mounted in a marketing program via the intranet and a marketing application and prompt action at the terminal site where college access. So the number five is together one voice act. This is just we can say that different hat, but one habit. This approach is very important to implement risk management awareness culture within the department, in which head of department need to adhere this to the team by verbal advisory, image, post, and slogan of the risk quoting. So the number four. Uh, Continuous risk monitoring and measurable. So the Kara team need to continuously implementation of the risk management to respect to respective business unit or all department such as risk profile discussion, risk management debate, control solution, process constraint and remediation plan, and also risk response to all aspects. And the risk and assurance officer had to conduct the independent monthly review on a top risk register or top risk profile or key risk indicator, and also highly likelihood is to address the residual risk and impact. So this is the mechanism that senior management need to ensure that all risks are manageable and addressable. So the last one is a compliance reinforcement. This phase very significantly function to set the process risk management measurement on their key performance indicator. Matrix appraisal program is to provide their beneficiary and advantage in case of the full appliance and risk adherence. So for the Appendix A, the IT assurance and IT compliance or IT risk officer need to circulate all all the risk management tip and program via the email. This is just for example. They are all and subject just a root account asset management prevention tip. This is just for example. So the message can be interactive to the audience that how can Kara personnel identify your lapses on the root accounts asset management. Her and his verification step might be included. So the auditor or risk assessor or assurance or compliance, they may review the step. One is a verification process, other one is a custody. So the verification process maybe include verify the existing local and domain administrator or root ID, profile, privilege, and access time in the system log. Um, whether it's properly governed and well maintained, and also verify the root account management procedure in the standard operating procedure SOP, whether it's have proper maintained and applied. Also verify the secure seal envelope, whether it has duly signed off by the designated custodian and supervisor. Verify whether the AAA apply and request form again with the system log, and verify the AAA documentation, whether is a safekeeping is well kept. and maintain. Verify the root account password creation form again with the system log. Verify the number of the root account creation time, access, and change record, and whether this has properly authorized and approved by the section head. So the custody, the independent reviewer will verify the delegate authority on a particular assignment or access management matrix, whether it has properly segregated and governed. Verify the irregular log to whom that has access to the core server or application, whether it's the procedure in place and effectiveness. Verify the release custodian on a AAA access when the principal on leave. This phase need to compare the event of sleep record. So the auditor or reassessor may take the annual leave record from the HR to verify whether the access from the release custodian are fulfilled and comply with the rule requirement. The last one, verify the custodianship that was redesigned or designed or terminated that involved with the root account access. This is just for example that involved with the root account access management that we provide the uh, prevention tip or, or detective or preventive related to the asset control. This is just a policy requirement that we need to present to the audience. What is the requirement that present in the policy and procedure? And the last statement, we just show us the support activity that we are delighted to circulate the extra prevention tip as a fortnightly basis is to forestall any lapses at your IT shop. So this is just for example or template that the IT risk assessor or IT compliant or IT assurance need to circulate this kind of approach to all business users to ensure they are aware of the requirement. So the risk management awareness culture may take some time, at least or 3 years or to 5 years, to build up the strengthen the risk management awareness culture. So thank you so much for watching my video. Please like and share.